Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny episode. Today's episode is going to be on going over the inventory review of Aphrodite, the Iron Banner. Now, the Iron Banner is up this week, and she is selling the Distant Star, she's selling the Branded Lord, the helmet, and also the class items. Now, the thing is, though, is there's some pretty nice items in here. What you should grind for in the Iron Banner, or what you should buy from Aphrodite, is kind of the key question here. So what we're going to do is go over her inventory and really explain to you what you should buy and what you should grind in the Iron Banner. So, first off, instantly, class item. You got to buy the class items. Like this class item right here, Intellect and Discipline. Best roll for a class item that you can get. You get Intellect, you get Discipline, and yes, it does have the increased upgrade rate of auto rifles, which not too many people use auto rifles, but that doesn't really matter. It's really the intellect and discipline from this class item that's important. And it's got a max roll of 35-35, so that means that you're going to have the intellect roll of 35, discipline roll of 25, or the discipline roll of 35 and intellect of 25. So, buy this class item. You can grind for it, but by the end of the week, if you don't have a 35-35 intellect and discipline roll, or if you get a different roll, 35-35 for strength and discipline, that will be fine as well too if you're using it for your hunter. But if you are using a warlock and you need this warlock bond here and you don't get it by the end of the week, definitely come to Aphrodite and purchase it. It's well worth it. Next up, this one you don't need. This one is not a max roll. You can actually grind for a max discipline and strength roll out of the Iron Banner. So if you get lucky enough, you'll get that 35-35 discipline and strength. So you really don't need this one because it's not max. It's not tier 12. Next up is the Iron Saga Hood. Now, these two are actually fairly decent, both of them. They're not maxed. You have to get a 65-65 for it to be maxed, but this one is actually fairly close. This discipline and strength is a 64-65, which is actually fairly close. I myself is actually running this helmet right now. I actually got it from 2 Iron Banners ago, but that doesn't really mean anything. You can purchase it. So, and what this one does is it has the infusion, which is great. It's got the Ashes to Set, which is good, and it's got the Intellect and Discipline, which is always good for any Guardian. So, either one would still be good. Now, this one's going to have a role of having the Invigoration with the Second Thoughts or Angel of Mercy, and then you're going to have Discipline and Strength. Honestly, I wouldn't like the second one the most. I would actually like the Intellect and Discipline one with the Infusion. Next one's the Branded Lord and the Distant Star. The Distant Star and the Branded Lord, both these rolls are actually pretty broken. They're actually pretty incredible, and I was surprised that Bungie decided to sell them the way they are instead of having to grind for them. So they're making Iron Banner a little less to the need to grind for those players that don't get to play very often, which, I mean, in cases is pretty good, but in other cases, the people that grind this game like to tend to have better weapons than the people that don't grind it. So what are your thoughts on that? So Akira's Ballistics, Field Choke. I'd run Akira's Ballistics, but then you've got Rifled Barrel, Hand-Laid Stock, you've got Single Point Sling, Accelerated Coils, and you've got Hot Swap and Rangefinder. The sad thing is I'd actually run the entire bottom row right here, and it'd probably be one of the most broken fusion rifles in the game. Now, I don't use fusion rifles personally. I actually suck at fusion rifles, but if I were to practice with it and I were to use this one, I'd actually get fairly good, I guarantee, using fusion rifles, because this is actually a fairly good roll. Next up, the Distant Star. Why was this one so good? Well, it's got Firefly for if you're running PvE, then you've got Hidden Hand for PvP, you've got Extended Mag or Full Auto, and then you've got Hand-Laid Stock or Braced Frame. These are literally all the perks you want on the Distant Star. It's actually fairly broken. The only thing I'd probably trade out is maybe Rangefinder for Hidden Hand, but Hidden Hand works just as good. Then you've also got the Iron Warrior Sights, and you've got the Iron Range Scope, which honestly I would probably just stick with the Iron Red Dot. I just like that scope the best. And it's got, yes, kinetic damage, and it's got Infuse. So this one, really good. Really good. Honestly, I would actually grind for this Distant Star if I had to. And honestly, I don't believe I have my Distant Star in my inventory. I do not. But I had a very close roll to this one, but I never actually got the chance to get the perfect roll. And honestly, in my opinion, this is the perfect roll. What is your guys' opinion? Anybody that's played Destiny as long as I have, leave a comment down below letting me know what you would want on your Distant Star, or whether you think this is a god roll or not. And there you have it, Guardians. That's all the information for this video. That's all you should buy. Honestly, you should buy both weapons. You should buy this Iron Saga hood, and you should buy this class item. And that is for your Warlock, Titan, or your Hunter. It works for all three, so definitely go out and buy them this week if you don't get them in the grind for playing Iron Banner. Remember, it's always important to grind in the Iron Banner a little bit before you try and go and buy stuff, but if you can't get it by the end of the week, sign in and buy these items before they're gone, because remember, EFRIDEET'S only around for this week. At the end of this week, the dawning happens on the 13th, so please, Guardians, be prepared for that, because there's a lot of new content coming very, very soon for the holiday season. And congratulations, Guardians. Enjoy the content. If you did like the video, drop a like, share with your friends, comment down below any questions or concerns or anything we talked about in this video. And as always, Guardians, stay violent, be privileged, and we'll see you all in the next episode.